Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Out of the Abyss. With you as always, Lot, Pip, and Jake.
Yo.
The Grunch Bunch, back at it again.
Speaking of grunches, look at the picture I just put in Discord, boys.
Can't do this again.
It's the last one, I promise. Last one.
We've been doing this for like 3 hours.
Ever since we recorded last episode, which for you was last week and for us was like an hour or two ago, we've just been howling about the Grunch because something about its name.
It's just so funny.
We can't stop, and it seems like we are not the first people to make Grunch jokes because there's a lot of Grunch content.
The name inherently is just like perfect.
Oh yeah,
for comedy.
Deep well.
Yep.
So this week,
the picture is so bad.
This week, let me. All right.
I have to
The
change
Grunch
the
pill.
tab.
You see this? You see this Grunch pill, Pip? I'm taking it. I'm putting it in a box. Boop. I'm closing the box. I'm locking the box, and now I'm putting it up on a shelf. And we're gonna deal with the Grunch pill later. Okay?
That's a shame because I'm very
Do you
tall.
want to see what's in the box, dude?
I will beat you to death with this Grunch pill box.
Are you gonna punch us over Grunch?
Well, why is this box of shit under my Grunch search? It's a real question. Okay,
That's from the Grunch.
Close the tab.
All right.
We can move on.
All right.
There's just gonna be a running supercut of every time our editor has to cut out us talking about the Grunch. The Grunch cut.
This the Zack Snyder Grunch cut. I heard it was 8 hours. Anyways, I'm currently making a fishing motion because I'm reeling it in.
Hey, okay.
Something
all right.
that Pip brought up months ago, and I promised that we would do an episode on it. So here we are. Friends, today we learn about remote viewing. For anyone who doesn't know, remote viewing is the act of using psychic powers to perceive things about far away. Stop posting Grunch pictures when I am trying to be Marianne Williamson. This is very hard for me.
Grunch Week 2021, baby!
Alright, actually closing the tab now. Promise.
I can't work in these conditions.
Oh, okay, alright. Cool, we're good.
Centered. I can't. I can't
For
stop
anyone-
crunching.
Jesus Christ. Too many grunches. For anyone
Let's get
who
crunching, dude.
doesn't know.
You know, you always hear about all this corporate crunch in the workplace.
Alright, next person who grunches out loud this podcast is they have to write the next episode. Yeah.
High stakes.
I am the one who grunches. Anyways.
You did it. Cool, we're free. We're free to grunch now.
All
Alright, Jake writes the next one.
No,
After
you
mine.
said it. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to write number 20, and you can write 21.
That's not how that works. You said the
That's
next
not how
person who
the-
grunches writes the next episode, and then you grunch first. Therefore, you write the next episode. There was no
Only the
continuation
next
to that.
episode
All
was
right, well,
stipulated.
then I'm as the person who made this statement and also writes the episodes, I'm amending it.
No, it's
That's
Not
not how it
post.
works.
I got to
You
write the
said
next
a
two,
thing,
but
you
the next
stick to the thing.
the next one who grunches after this, they're writing episode 22. All right, excellent. For anyone who doesn't know, right? I'm laughing so hard that I'm getting that head pain in the back of my head.
Yeah.
I can feel the veins standing out. Remote viewing is the act of using psychic powers to perceive things about faraway places or places that you can't see. It isn't the same as astral projection, because in astral projection, your soul leaves your body and it zips around the cosmos. This is more like your psychic mind reaching out and collecting information. It's an important distinction. You basically tune into the location or event or time or whatever, and you can see it slowly fading in.
Interesting.
I need to not speak for a while. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep myself centered and under control here for that.
Yeah, me too.
Because I have a hunch.
No. All right. No more.
All right.
Alright.
We've done this.
We
We've
are
done
on
this.
remote viewing now.
Yeah.
We leave that behind us in the last episode.
This concept might sound kind of wacky, remote viewing and everything, but what's crazy is that the American government has actually spent pretty decent money looking into the veracity of this phenomenon.
Yeah, why wouldn't you, right? Like, if it's possible.
They have indeed. Yeah. You definitely want to explore the ability to see places you're not.
Yeah. The study into the more broad category of psychic abilities goes all the way back to like pretty famous scientists of the mid-1800s. People like William Crookes, Alfred Russel Wallace, and even Michael Faraday. And for anyone who doesn't know, Faraday came up with terms like anode and cathode and electrode and ion, and he discovered the relationship between magnetism and light. He discovered
the Faraday cage.
Yeah. He discovered the chemical benzene. He came up with an early version of the Bunsen burner.
Yeah.
Like this dude did it all.
Yeah, it's a real gamer, dude.
Many of these old-timey studies
Had some real big hunches in his bunches.
Oh yeah.
Don't.
Don't bring that evil in here.
I'm not saying it.
We have gone so far from it.
Most of these old-timey studies were looks at people who claimed to be especially psychic, and despite positive test results, the claims were generally met with skepticism.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. That's a real mystery. The question is, could the psychics figure out why their claims were being met with skepticism?
Ah,
In the 30s, we get to people like J.B. Ryan, who started doing like actual studies with unselected human subjects. So basically like actual randomized studies. He was afraid to publish his work because he figured that other scientists would laugh at him. And I can't figure out where he got that idea.
Yeah.
that's a damn shame.
But come the 1960s, the times they were a-changin'. People were starting to open up to ideas like psychic powers and vibrations and the healing powers of crystals that were purchased in Tempe, Arizona. People called this...
Vibrations one was one that's always thrown me.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I understand
energy,
the vibrations.
I think it's like frequencies or something. I'm not sure.
I think all of those are kind of mashed into one thing.
Perhaps.
Frequencies and
that stuff just
vibrations
comes
and
from,
energy
like-
and...
Crystals I've
Yeah,
definitely heard of. I've known some people
my
who are
girlfriend's
deep into
really into,
crystals.
like, crystal healing and stuff, dude. I don't get it. I don't
Dude,
understand.
get her some rose quartz. She'll love that.
Yeah, dude.
My
know what
girlfriend's
that
really
does,
into
but
that
yeah,
too, actually. Well, not really into it, but like moderately into it. People called this New Age thinking, and suddenly there was both interest and financial support for all kinds of psychical research. Particularly noteworthy are the efforts of Harold Puthoff and Russell Targ, who joined the electronics and bio... Don't laugh, they're real scientists.
Sorry.
Funny names, dude.
Yeah, dude, Puthoff and Targ.
Oh man, I didn't mean to piss you off.
Coffin Targ.
He's getting pissed off.
Anyway, they joined the Electronics and Bioengineering Laboratory at the Stanford Research Institute. And they got to do studies there that were partially funded by money from both the Parapsychology Foundation and the Institute of Noetic Sciences.
Ooh.
These guys started testing psychics for the SRI in 1972, including one dude who would go on to become super famous, Uri Geller.
I actually know this man.
I don't know
I
didn't
don't know him in person, but I was
He's-
super into like the story of this dude in high school.
He's the originator of like staring at a spoon and bending it.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not sure if he's the originator of that, but he made it super famous.
You're one of those like primo, like I truly have psychic powers, and was making people believe he had psychic powers,
Yeah.
Bend the spoon, Neo, dude.
and made a young me believe that I too could have psychic powers.
You seem like the kind of kid that would just stare at goats, though. Honestly,
Yep.
I was.
nailed it.
There was no goats, but I just,
That
had
is
to psychically make the curtains move.
Yeah, that is, by the way, like, this is literally what that movie was based on. When you stare at goats. Yeah, literally based on this.
Yeah, it's a decent movie, yeah.
Puthoff and Targ were looking for an accuracy percentage of, like, 65% from their subjects. That was what they wanted to be the minimum required for the information to be useful. 65% of it had to be actual information.
Very scientific.
Yeah. Now, the pair claimed that their later experiments far surpassed this number. And they found success with a couple others as well. Ingo Swann was a guy who became pretty famous, Pat Price, and Joseph McMoneagle. Full disclosure, though, Swann, Puthoff, and Price all attributed their success in remote viewing to their, ready for it? Faith in Scientology. They were all, at the time, they were all the highest possible rank you could be.
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
Fascinating.
But yeah, we're going deep, baby. Let's go.
Maybe there's something to it. Sorry, guys, I'm a Scientologist now.
Can we get another Discord leaving noise, please?
We gotta get
Maybe
you
a
a
Discord
button.
joining noise as Tom Cruise shows up.
Give me a soundboard, dude. I'll click
When
the
I
button.
became a Scientologist back
No.
in
Their
86.
reported success led to a visit from Ray Hyman, who is the professor of psychology at the University of Oregon. Nobody laughed.
I really hope
I
it was
like,
the
what's all these
delicate man.
names, dude? Like, it's actually just like, being like, you're gonna laugh at the name, Jake. And I'm trying my best to not laugh at the name.
Welcome to the world of UFO research.
You cannot let the hymen break you.
It's all funny names. It's all funny names and pear-shaped men. It's ridiculous. Now, Hyman had been approached by Air Force psychologist Lieutenant Colonel Austin W. Kibler.
Oh, come on.
At the time,
No, I'm fine with Kibler.
At the time, Kibler was the director of behavioral research for our good friends at ARPA. If you guys remember ARPA.
For our listeners, you should repeat it.
Travis. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you guys remember ARPA. ARPA
clearly.
is shit. Aerial
Got him.
research.
Go on.
Penis associates. They're a UFO.
I don't
group.
think that's it.
They're the people who paid for Travis Walton's investigate, like to be checked out after he came back from his UFOs. I don't know. I couldn't remember what the P stood for, so I just made it up.
The Australian Prudential Regulation Authority?
It's ARPA.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably not that one.
RPA.
Anyways, we're getting sidetracked.
Advanced Research Projects Agency.
Anyways, Hyman was asked to go investigate on behalf of the government.
Carry on.
Special Agent Hyman.
It's just his laughter gets me every time, dude. There's something about it that just cracks me up. Alright, we're good.
The pure childlike joy that just bubbles up out of Pip.
I know, dude.
Hyman was
I'm
tasked.
fine.
Hyman was tasked to investigate Yuri Geller specifically, and he sent back the most amazing report ever. He just said that Yuri Geller was a total fraud, and it caused Puthoff and Targ to lose their potential government contracts. But
Oh no.
it was successfully spun into a publicity tour for Geller, Targ, and Puthoff, who to this day retain some small degree of credibility. Like, Puthoff started To the Stars with Blink-182 frontman Tom DeLonge, who is a goddamn disinfo agent, and
Wait, what?
I'm gonna start
What?
screaming if I have to talk about Tom DeLonge too much.
I'm
right?
sorry.
I get very heated. But
I'm afraid
he-
you may have to because I don't know anything about that.
he pivoted.
All I heard was like remote viewing Blink-182, and you're screaming about it. I'm interested.
Yeah, to
Why
the
is
stars.
Blink-182 associated with
because
this info?
because Blink-182 frontman Tom DeLonge, after the band split up and everything, went from being the singer of a band to starting a UFO society called To the Stars, that is looking for alien life and stuff. Except
Not know about this.
yeah, except he seems to parrot a lot of the same things that the government always says. So it kind of, people think that he's just a disinfo agent. He's on government payroll to just go parrot the party lines and be like, you can trust me, I'm a cool rock star who does his own thing, and I think that the universe is so big that there's no way we'll encounter alien. I don't know. He doesn't say that. That's not his view, but it's stuff like that.
I wish you
Anything
said it
like-
that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
The alternate universe with Forrest Gump as Blink-182 frontman?
Where are you?
Aliens, where are you?
And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep, cannot dream tonight.
That's impressive, actually.
Thank you.
Pretty good at that.
I may not be a smart man, but it don't take a smart man to know what love is. I love you, Jenny.
It don't
Anyways.
take a smart man to do a Forrest Gump impression.
One day, I just felt like running, and I didn't stop running.
Damn, you're good at that.
Anyways, Targ, Puthoff, and Geller, they were out. But the projects still moved forward because they were still getting results, even if it was sporadic. In fact, when the project was canceled by the National Research Council, the fucking CIA and DIA would just give it a new name, fire the leaders, and keep it going. No joke.
This sounds like the government.
The projects, like I
It's
said,
rebranded, dude. It's fine.
Yeah.
the projects did have some results. They reportedly successfully located a nuclear submarine, they found plutonium in North Korea, and they found a lost Soviet spy plane. So, statistically, they were batting about 5% above average.
Yeah,
They had
they
like a-
did shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a 5
That's-
to 10% higher success rate than just some dude who would randomly point at a map.
That's not nothing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so that kind of split the opinions of the people that were providing funding, which kind of led to this slow degradation over time instead of just being canceled.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, on the one hand, 5 to 10% is statistically significant. On the other hand, satellite cameras in the 70s and 80s even had the edge on remote viewers by a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Now, part of the reason that they were studying remote viewing was because they had heard that the fucking Russians had a group of trained psychics that could remote view and whatnot. So, of course, the States has to get one too, right? And later it turned out that the Russians were just bullshitting about psychics to see if they could get the Americans to waste money on it, and they totally could. So,
That was my
know about
next
that.
guess.
yup. But, yeah, Project Scan 8 became Project Gondola Wish, became Project Grill Flame. And then the SRI
What?
was merged with Grill Flame. These were
That's
the
a
projects.
clean burning psychic, I tell you what.
Tell you what. And Grill Flame was canceled in a year, and it became Project Sunstreak. And in the 90s, it was transferred
These names,
again, right? 90s, it was transferred again to the Science Applications International Corporation and given its final name, Project Stargate.
At
Fuck
least it
yeah.
ended well, though. You know.
Yeah.
Good
From
name.
Sunstreak, which sounds like some fucking I don't know, terrible off-brand boy band. To start.
Interesting
Which is
that
badass.
very interesting that the project was handed to a private corporation.
No, I don't think it's that uncommon in the States. I think that plenty of companies employ scientists and then run on government contracts.
Yeah. I mean, for all we know, though, dude, they took that research. They're still doing it under the books.
I'm pretty sure that's how, like, every pharmaceutical, like, research is done. Like, all of it is, in the States, is done by giving it to companies that do it.
I'd believe that, sure.
Finally, in the 90s, a pair of government reviewer types came to see what all this spending was accomplishing with the project.
Damn.
Because at its peak, this was a $20 million a year research project. Ray Hyman, Ray Hyman, who we met earlier, and a statistics professor named Jessica Utz went on down to see what was happening at Project Stargate. And Hyman just said it was bullshit again, and he wanted the whole thing canceled. He was like, "Get this! Why are these clowns still here? Like, what is this?" Utz, however, claimed that the number of successes was statistically significant and that they should keep the project funded. Much like that division in the members of the government, the reviewers also had a split opinion. Or so it seemed, because it was kind of weird that Utz got the position at all, because she had actually published papers with Edwin May, who at the time was the head of the project. So she's not impartial. Like, they're friends.
Right.
Oh.
So you can't really...
That's a bit of a conflict of interest.
Yeah, exactly. So the government finally pulled the plug. It was time. The project, at the end, was just 3 psychics working out of Fort Meade, Maryland, on a $500,000 a year budget. I believe this was like 95.
It's still pretty
not
good.
Even that long ago, honestly.
Yeah. Reportedly, one of those 3 psychics used tarot cards mostly. Several of them have gone on to have really prominent careers. Ingo Swann became a really famous remote viewer. And so did his student Ed Dames, who's been on Coast to Coast like 1,000 times. And Ed Dames, by the way, you want to listen to some good interviews, go listen to Major Ed Dames. He's remote viewing. Yeah, he was in the military. He's remote viewing like Atlantis and Mars. It's fucking awesome.
Nice.
Now, that was just the official American government projects for remote viewing.
Tell me about those Black Ops projects for remote viewing, dude.
I can't, they're Black Ops.
Ah, you're right. I have to remote view them myself.
Yep.
Now, Pip, Jake.
Yes.
Yep.
It's time.
Where are we going?
Pull up your pants and decalcify your pineal gland. We're gonna try this shit out.
Hell yes.
Alright, dude. I'm ready.
I have done extensive research into proper remote viewing techniques by clicking on the first halfway watchable YouTube video that I could find. And now we are gonna do it. I learned from expert Michelle Beltran on YouTube how to remote view. This was from her Psychic Hour video, which was 36 minutes long. It is.
You watched the whole thing
already? What the fuck?
It is 12 easy steps that we can use to remote view. Let's go over them, and then we're going to test this out, and I'll kind of guide you guys through it.
Okay.
Step 1. A monitor. I don't know why this is step 1. This is... I guess it's more like a list. Anyways. A monitor is like a remote viewing assistant. For you guys, it's going to be me. It should be a trusted friend with a clear intention of a successful viewing in mind. We got to work together on this.
All right.
We're so fucked.
2. I am trying to be
We need
positive.
good intentions here, Jake.
Good intentions.
I've played
A
League with
clear...
you people enough, dude. We are so fucked.
A clear... Alright, let's FF15. I'm done
Sure.
with this.
Listen,
That's my point. There's my point.
Anyways.
Hello? Exactly.
I go in there with good intentions every time. What are you talking about?
Joke's on you. There's only 12 steps. We can't FF15. Step 2.
Shit.
A target pool. A series of interesting images. In this case, they said pick 5 of them. Yeah, I picked 1 each for you guys. They're real world, and they're relatively simplistic but engaging. They're not disturbing or offensive in any way. It's just like scenery, like fairly basic pictures.
If it's the cousin of the chupacabra, I'm gonna lose it.
3. Seal those.
Named.
3. Seal those images in an envelope. I wrote here that I'm going to send them to you in an email numbered. No, I'm not. I just saved them as a certain number. The number is called a coordinate. I'm going to tell you the coordinate. You're going to tune into it like you're locking on. And you should be able to see the picture.
Tune into digital files here.
I'll have it open.
I need you to draw it.
You need the
in physical paper.
View, dude.
I can't remote digital. That's just
Yes,
the
you
internet.
can. Don't be a baby.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the internet.
I need
Step
you to open
4.
the viewer for me, please. Thank you.
Step 4. Cool down. Quiet your mind. Meditate for a minute. Set aside expectations. And be mindful that the most successful remote viewers have perfected the skill of quieting the mind. Step 5. Let's begin. Choose a number from the target pool. In your guys' case, I'm going to tell you the number. Open up MS Paint. Pick a black marker tool, something small like a heavy pen or a very light Sharpie.
I'm picking the biggest one I can get.
You can use the text for it. Write your full name, date, and time in the upper right corner. Say out loud as you write the target number of the image you selected. Saying it out loud, they call this objectifying data. It's like that idea of like, by saying it, I make it real.
Yeah.
Step 6. Relax and perceive. You're not pushing for it. You're just letting the info come to you. You just receive it. Use your sight, your hearing, your taste, your touch, and your sense of smell. Perceive the impressions that come to you, whatever they are, even if they're fragmented. The idea is to kind of distill these down once we have enough. As you're experiencing them, write them down, make notes, and then at the end we can kind of go over. Say them all out loud as you write them, by the way. You got to say everything verbally.
Okay.
Do you notice a subtle smell or taste? Do you feel like you're indoors or outdoors? Is there water? Is it celebratory or somber? What's the weather like? What do you see above or beneath you? Any emotions? Step 7. Sketch the target. Draw your impressions instead of writing them. Don't be concerned with quality or anything, or even if it makes sense. Just draw your vibes. Do you sense a triangle? Do you sense something round? Maybe a flower or a tree? Just sketch. Step 8.
I'm gonna draw everything with my fucking eyes closed, dude.
Oh yeah. Step 8. Movement and motion techniques. It's time to go deeper. Ask your subconscious to float like 100 feet over the target location. What do you see from there? This is a new perspective, and maybe you can figure out what it is you're looking at. Does anything stand out or surprise you about the target? Step 9. End the session.
How do I float 100 feet above a file? Above the bits and bytes.
The power of the mind.
Yeah. You gotta
Power your
unpack
mom's
the
mind,
file.
come on.
You are WinZip in this example.
Oh my god.
The idea is that by use of the coordinates, you are physically going to the place that I have a picture of.
Non-physical place of data?
No,
but
the
it's
place
a
in
picture
the
of
real
something.
world that it's a picture of. That's where you're going.
Okay.
Well, that's what you're seeing.
Do you want him to mail it to you, and we'll wait 6 months for this episode to go live?
I'm thinking.
The actual paper doesn't matter. The idea is that the coordinate is linked to an image, and the image is linked to a real place, right? The place in the image. So by you accessing the coordinate, you're making the chain.
I thought I was accessing the image to
No.
do that. Okay. You better be sending me to like Disneyland or something.
London. Just to London. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Step
that's
9.
the exact opposite.
End the session when it feels complete. Say end out loud and write it down. Hopefully you verbalized everything, but even if you just said the coordinate and then end, it'll work. Write down and
It's
say
just gonna be me and Pip screaming over each other, dude. We're just gonna be
Yeah,
yelling
we gotta-
numbers and random
One at a
fucking
time.
objects.
it's okay,
No.
one at a time.
I don't know. I don't know about
It'll
that.
work. Write down and save the time. You know that you ended correctly if you no longer feel effortless impressions.
Oh God, can you imagine not ending correctly and you're just haunted by the image of some random place for the rest of your life?
You just see London forever, dude.
The only song that you hear is London Calling, and the only thing that you can taste is blood sausage.
What?
Step 10. Summary. Write a brief summary about what you perceived. We're not going to do this. Take in new information. Just excise all of the less important stuff and try and review and distill your former impressions that were written and drawn. 11. Feedback. Now you get to see the image and see how you did. Really take your time to look at all of it. Compare them. Step 12. Finally. Have a fudgicle. No, I'm just fucking with you. Step 12 is that practice makes perfect.
I am absolutely having ice cream after this, though.
Yeah, word.
All right.
You said fudgicle and I'm stoked.
Yeah.
Alright, let's start with Pip.
All right.
I am
Who's
going to
the
pull this
coordinates?
image up. And I'm going to pull this image up and I'm going to send it to Jake.
Ah.
It's like
Fascinating.
Pictionary, but more funny.
Psychic Pictionary, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Episode name: Psychic Pictionary.
That would be fun. I almost just posted that picture in the Discord general. That
Oh, I can see it. There it is.
How is he describing it so perfectly?
You know what the picture should be, right? Don't make me
so
post
the-
it again. But you know what the picture should be.
Yeah. Whew. All right. So I'm getting coordinates.
Yes, 1 sec, sorry. Your coordinates are 3, 3, 0, 3. That is 3, 3, 0, 3.
All right.
Do you have paint open?
Yes. Pip Leather, June 17th, 2021. Coordinates 3303. Clearing the mind.
Yeah, clear that mind.
Opening.
Meditate.
Shut up, I'm clearing my mind.
Is your mind clear?
Working on it. I'm giving this an honest go.
Are you getting clear yet?
You're getting in my head. I'm getting an interference from a non-believer here. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it's a classic all psychics use.
And remember, you got to speak as you receive impressions. You're supposed to be saying them out loud.
I'm trying to. I think it's outdoors. It's cool air.
Outdoors, cool air.
So it would be a colder climate, but now I'm trying to extrapolate. I must just receive images.
Yeah, don't push. And I'm not, when I repeat you, I'm not confirming or denying. I'm just repeating back what you say.
It's
3303.
in a settled area. I think there's a road. I think there's a fence.
There's a fence. Can you feel it well enough to kind of sketch the lines?
I'm not sure about the road. Wait, what? Why do I actually smell something?
What do you
Because you're in
smell?
it, dude.
It smells real skunky. That's weird as hell.
Are you still getting impressions?
Sort of. It's really unclear. Doors skunky. Maybe I was. Oh wait, I think I was wrong about civilized. Yeah, I think there's a lot of trees. Earthy? Is it earthy? I'm gonna try and draw it now. Here, I had my eyes closed and my mind open. I'm getting the paint tools now.
Okay. 3303.
Where's my brush? There it is. It was. You were gonna have some real bad art here.
That's okay. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad or even if it makes sense. But when we take it and we combine it with the words, we'll see how close it comes to describing the picture. This is good podcast material.
I know, eh? I cut out a lot of the silence, but I guess remote viewing isn't really a podcasting medium.
Oh, the end result will be.
Yeah, you just post the pictures up, and then it'll be a good laugh.
Don't laugh at my remote viewing.
I mean, unless you're actually psychic, it's gonna be fucking wrong, right? So
We'll see, I guess.
that's what I mean. Unless you're actually psychic, that's what I said.
I think maybe there was a barn or something. I don't have the format. My mind eye has always been bad even without remote viewing, so
You need mind's eye glasses.
It's true.
Yeah, because I mean, like, even just like envisioning an apple, I literally can't see it in my mind's eye. So like,
Alright, enough with the excuses. Make with the picture.
I'm working on it. Let's see here. I'm gonna lose my shit if this is like on the mark. All right, I've done my best.
Alright, post it up,
posting
dude. Let me see.
in updates.
Alright, are you ready to see the picture?
Yes.
It's the Gobi Desert.
Fuck.
Drew a barn and
Some trees beside a fence.
a ladder.
So
a fence, sorry.
That's a fence.
That's a fence, yep.
Perhaps the river is the road of the desert.
True. What about the barn?
I think I was just trying to extrapolate the smell.
Of a skunk. Maybe you
Just,
just smell the skunk from outside.
a bad smell. I don't think there's skunks in this city.
There definitely are.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe
Alright.
then.
All right. I'm going to give Pip a solid 3 out of 10. Because, I mean, you guessed
There was
outside
trees?
right, and you guessed
That's
remote
outside.
right. And you did say trees, yeah. So, yeah, you
Got
get
the
like
wrong
a 3
trees.
out of 10. Yeah, that's why it's, yeah.
My mental
Alright.
imaging has never been good.
All right.
Conceptually, I think I sort of got. I would never have been able to place that on a map. All right, Jake.
All right, dude.
Your
Hit me
turn.
with it.
I need the DM of the image here so I can get along the side.
Of course. Copy. I did your coordinates are 5, 1, 5, 3.
5153. All right. So how does this work? I write it down, put my name, do all that shit, and then I just fucking just think, right?
Yeah, you just sit there and just feel with your senses and see what happens, and write down and speak your impressions, and then you're gonna sketch a little picture.
Okay. 5153.
5, 1, 5, 3. I am your monitor. I have a clear visualization of your success.
I see. This is hard, dude.
Forget, see, it's all
Yeah.
good. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Clear your mind.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Clear your mind.
What do you feel on your skin? Is it cold? Is it warm? Are you in the sun? Are you in the shade?
Am I inside something? You can't answer that, right? My bad. I
Yeah.
feel like,
Otherwise, it's cold reading.
yeah. I feel like I'm inside, but it's not like a building. Like a cave or something, kind of. Like some water out front. 'Cause it's kind of humid, but like not super warm.
Okay, so you're in like a cave. Warm but not super warm. What do you smell? Does it smell dry or damp like a cave?
Not really. I don't really smell anything. It smells like normal outdoor air, right?
Interesting.
Any impressions?
No, I just see water now, and the cave is no longer there.
Any shapes? I should have latched onto more shapes.
Yeah, shapes are good. I'm going with shapes. Let me see what shapes I see. Like an octagon, like a stop sign. I see a stop sign. I see a fucking road, dude. I'm traveling now. What the fuck?
Traveling to your destination.
Yeah, exactly, dude. There's a process, all right? Can't rush it.
Yeah, we're Canadian, we're not
1,
Russian.
5, 3. 5, 1, 5, 3.
5153.
So the impression that you're getting so far was that you were in a cave and there was water, and then all of a sudden your perspective changed.
Yeah, 'cause I started thinking about shapes. I guess.
Yeah. So now what are you feeling?
Now I'm cold, actually. Like a little like tundra-like area, I guess.
You
Like
feel
a
like
few.
maybe you,
What's up?
I was just gonna say, do you feel like maybe you could sketch a couple of lines?
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try drawing something.
Trying to like psychically beam it to you.
5, 1, 5, 3. Me too. I've been like focusing on this image.
Like some like little pine tree things. which don't look like pine trees when I draw them, but that's what they are.
I mean, my trees didn't look very good or piney either, so.
Feel free to make fun of my my drawing when we're done with this.
Shit, I didn't say end at the end of mine. End.
You're still there, dude. Get out.
Ah!
You left the door open.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I see, like, you ever watch one of those, like, Survivor shows where they just drop people in the middle of, like, some fucking, like, frozen wasteland or whatever? That's where I am right now.
I think I just saw a polar bear. I shit my pants. Fuck.
Exactly.
I'm
dude,
gonna
that's
have
me.
to drink my own piss.
I see a bear. Okay, so here's my bear with his little legs. 4 legs. Yep, and a little bear head. So give the bear an eye. Alright, dude. End. We're done.
Alright.
I'll see
And,
it.
yep. And then
Hit us with it.
I'll post your image.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh man, that's pretty
Right.
close. It's pretty close. It's not pretty close for you at
Oh,
home.
dude, that was the cave. It was the old building.
Yeah,
See,
as soon
that's-
as you said cave, I was also thinking, like, I could see how you would get that impression.
Yo, with like the moss and shit, dude. I was there. Then I started fucking just memeing. God damn it, I'm psychic. I guess.
You pushed a little too hard,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
slipped. It's like trying to hold smoke. The harder you try to hold it, the more it slips out.
Damn, that's fucked up actually.
I got you, buddy. Well, there we have it. All right,
Yeah.
Jake is
That's
psychic.
why I was
Pip is
that's why I
not.
was pushing for
I'm an impatient
What?
psychic. Exactly.
I had more conceptual matches than he did.
Did you? Is it cold? Am I in a civilized area?
I mean, conceptually,
Outside, I wasn't sure if it was cold.
I think the difference is that I feel like Jake had a higher percentage, whereas you had more overall impressions and therefore more that were accurate. But yours were also scattered.
Well, I
Whereas
was
Jake,
pretty scattered.
We saw Jake on the edge of getting really close, and then he just kind of like.
Yeah.
So I got to give Jake the edge. I got to give Jake a 4 out of 10.
All right. That's why all the windows and the ladders and everything was why I was trying to push for shapes. If you saw any shapes,
I mean, like as soon as you said that, I was like a rectangle. But I'm like, I was thinking like, is it a rectangle lake? That's fucking stupid, dude. Why the fuck could it be a rectangle lake?
you should have. You
I
should have
know,
gone
I
with rectangle,
I should
dude.
have stuck on it, dude.
We'll practice.
Yep.
There you go. The weekly pre-show remote viewing.
If this was the remote viewing Hunger Games, Pip, I would win if it was me and you together contesting.
True. I hope
Or
all the-
it's the remote viewing Grungry games.
Grunch.
I'm just glad that I could finally. I'm just glad that I could finally get 2 friends together and make them battle it out for my affection. You know what I mean?
Is that what we were doing?
Good
Wait,
stuff.
that's what the stakes were?
Yeah.
Another
Bad
disco
news.
leaving noise, please.
Yeah. Man, I shouldn't have tried so hard.
Anyways, that's all from us. We don't have all the answers, but we're pretty sure that Ed Dames does. Follow us on Twitter at UTAPod. That's OOTA_POD. Our Facebook group, Out of the Abyss Podcast. Our Patreon at patreon.com/UTAP. That's OOTAP. Thank you all for listening. And remember, everything has an element of the unknown. Good night.